This episode is like insane, honestly.
Are you sure about that?
You're ruining the intro.
Alright everyone, welcome back to episodes of the end of the season 1, which is great to obviously be this far ahead. It's almost like a lot of other YouTubers do this. They pump in a huge load of episodes and then they're well ahead in time. And we've got so many episodes just pump out, and like currently I'm obviously trying to release the next batch of episodes of like 6 and 7 and so on. Like I think I've released 6 and 7. Have I actually? I think I have, and then so 7, so 8 and 9, and then 10, 11 I have to release, and then I have to release these as well. So it's obviously great to be here, and obviously this is episode 12, and the next one is the finale, which is obviously we know the big deals. The finale, they become a huge part throughout the show. It's like they always become like a pivotal point at which you'd want to watch it, because it's like a big turning point and everyone loves to watch one of those scenes. Every now and then you'd have to watch it again. It's not a thing that you run away once with. You want to capture that moment again because it's so valuable and you can understand so much from it. And because it's been such a long time, my whole like the way I have set it up for me to react to these is perfect for me to actually find out finales and everything, because I can just like there's so much to uncover in them. And with the fact that I've seen this in the past, being able to cover it again with my now view, of a now rating and everything, and the tiniest things matter to me, as I've always said, with these shows, to make the biggest difference. It's perfect setup for finales, as they literally provide that aspect. So without further ado, I really want to get into the episodes, and it's kind of getting a bit late as well. So without further ado, let's get into the episodes starting right now. Oh, Clancy. And his music as well.
Get out of our home.
Yeah, well, I hate to break it to you, pal, but this building's condemned by order of Councilwoman Liang.
Yeah, so move it or lose it. This place is coming down, like it or not.
Yeah, I don't think you can cut Clancy now. Builders are always quite annoying people, I have to be honest. They're not quite as professional as they seem.
You think we're bugging you now?
I took that quite well with this part. He's literally driving on the pathway. That's basically illegal at this point. Especially when it's high speed. I mean, it's epic in complete totality, but it's not very legal at all. Like imagine heists like this, but then you've got like some automatic self-controlled robot bike that's able to present itself with this sort of power and also this level of sentience. Like it is in real life. Like imagine this is what I always thought, and like how cool it would be to have like an RV, and in real life this is why I love RVs. I want to be able to get them. Imagine you could put custom designs at that, like one of those little spikes and everything, like custom designs. It's really cool. In all intentions, yes, it's a bit weird for me to specifically mention the spike, but like think of the custom modifications you could put, for example. It's really cool.
Look, I'm telling you, that motorcycle, it was driving itself.
Where's Ben?
Long chase, hot day. I'm thinking...
See, I don't understand this from Ben. It doesn't really make. This doesn't make a lot of sense at all.
Take that as a no.
I mean, he's very calm about it. I mean, he knows why he's calm about it, because he wants Ben to have this like transfusion medicine cure, whatever he
Maybe from now on,
specifically
you'll think twice
designed
before having snack
with
time
cultivating
inside an ice
from
cream
somewhere else
shop.
in the world.
Hey,
See, this is the
that's
big
my
deal.
new blouse.
is that Gwen's fault or is that
Maybe from
Ben's
now on you'll
fault?
think twice
But
about
should we think
leaving
about
your new
faults or should we
clothes
think
just
about
lying
like?
around?
Cold
So you think
congestant,
in terms of the
congestant,
situation.
cough suppressant, hospital mask.
In terms of the situation,
I don't
yes,
need all that
they
junk.
both put
They're not
themselves
for you, dweeb.
in a way
They're
in
for
which
me. Once a
they
bug like that gets out, there's no stopping
can be
it.
blamed for the actions.
Why don't you just lock me away in some closet somewhere until I'm better?
Can we, Grandpa? Pretty please.
All Ben needs is a dose of my famous Sangju Yen Pian cold remedy.
Sanju,
Let's go.
Sanjuan
Just down the
PM,
block.
something remedy. There's some weird parades.
You know, it's so hard to find fresh Pataikadon root anymore. It's all
Pataikadon
freeze-dried
root.
nowadays.
Freeze dried.
Can I get a milkshake or something?
I actually kind of like talking Max language.
throat is
Max
killing
language
me.
is actually kind of epic.
Don't worry. The stinkweed honey and the Sangju Yen Pian coat your
Sanjuan
entire
PM.
esophageal
Oh, you
area.
said it again.
And that's a good thing?
So, where exactly did you learn how to make this stuff, Grandpa?
I picked it up from a monk in Guangdong, China.
Guangdong,
They
China.
have plumbing in China too, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank
Is that plumbing
all of
as
you
in
for your
actual
support
plumbing
of my
or
downtown
the
redevelopment
plumbing
program.
that we
it's
actually know?
truly a dream come true.
Bit too many bees for my liking. I wonder why.
Better make that a nightmare, Councilwoman.
That's kind of cool. With his eyes, he's got some sort of hypnotic control. Bee hypnosis. Also, you got to think about the scale of these bees. It almost looks like they multiply every time.
You're not tearing down our apartment building. We won't let you.
You're the nut job who wouldn't leave.
Nice to know we've made an
The nut.
impression.
Okay. So, well, I mean, she's a bit arrogant in this situation.
Just bringing you home for dinner. You're the main course.
The way she's acting, I'm not surprised she's saying that. And the big deal, this is a changing point in the way to think about it. Alien performance changes with side effects. That's what we'll talk at the end. Oh, this music as well, oh, this track, it's like really hard to find this track. I think I found it once in the past, but it's
Ben
actually quite
got
hard
a
to
rabbit
find.
or what?
Ben's cold must be affecting Wildmutt's sense of smell.
And so how does Max know that already?
He can't
Does
tell
he
where
already
he's
know?
going.
This is showing evidence
Okay,
of Max
Furball.
already knowing Wolfman's
I'm
knowledge.
driving. Go left. No, your other left.
See, the other left at that point doesn't actually become your other left. I feel like that's just an American phrasing to say the other left.
Help!
Or is it like a phrase to say something else? This is the first time we've seen Gwen help the situation. We've seen like 4 Ben help the
Grandpa.
situations.
Just
This
hope
is
you
the
don't
first
mind
of
smelling
Gwen
like
help the
chicken
situation.
dump. This'll help.
Ugh, yuck!
Of this track.
Don't worry. It
I think I'll be able
smells worse than
to
it
play this
tastes.
track. You guys might be able to see
Or
this
is that
track.
the other one? Way around. It's not just you I'm worried about. Seems like your bug is spread to all your aliens as well. No telling how it'll affect them.
And if you want to know the composer of these tracks, he is Mike Metz, the main guy.
So grim.
Don't
He's
worry.
legendary.
After
Like,
10 or so doses,
he is
you
like
start to get used to it.
the top.
I don't know what's worse.
I wish we could see an interview
cold
from
or
him.
the cure.
He never really got like many big
One guy said
out
something
like
about knocking down his apartment
big
building.
identity.
Well, the only
Like, for
apartment
example, like
downtown left
Paul
for
Lighting,
demolition
which
is
Grandpa
at
Max.
8610 Chester Street.
What Grandpa doesn't know won't hurt me.
So I don't think Ben was actually meant to drink.
Please, don't hurt
Was
me.
fine.
Only one to understand, and no one is evicting us.
Nice
See, then
place
that's
to visit,
completely
but
everyone
I
else's
wouldn't
fault,
want to
though.
live here.
Let's all stay together.
Yes, it's like disrupting like the public area and like potential properties and everything because there's a large area that's being taken up with this one building, which is very derelict. But you're disturbing his property in that sense, anyways. And you wouldn't want your property to be questioned and demolished like that, especially if you're still living within it. If it's Clancy's, look, it's Clancy's, but still, he should have the right. Even if his grandfather inherited, then you should have even more right with the inheritance. It did help. I mean, it's the better than the potentials of getting bitten.
You are trespassing.
It's the unfortunate story of Clancy because he really does not become a big identity beyond classic. I don't think so. I don't even think he makes like a proper, maybe like a one-side appearance, like in the far background in Omniverse. But I don't think he ever actually makes a classic, like beyond a classic appearance, a true appearance.
You want to be king?
Which is a bit
Get
sad.
ready to be crowned.
He's kind of like, he's like 6'6", as in like he exists as like the first time I've seen Franz act that, and then playing cartoon music as well. Talking about a very classic phrase.
You're destroying our home.
Franz is 6'6" in the sense that like he's just like this one lone guy with a problem, and then they
We have to get out of here.
and like 6'6" hides his alien identity, same way he does as well.
It's a good thing I can't feel my head.
I don't think the lady realizes Franz was him,
No, no,
but
no. You will all be sorry. We will exterminate the entire city.
so he's just done that somehow. Like that's gotta be like trillions to be able to create such a large shadow over a city. That many bees.
This has
I'm
been
sorry,
a really weird day.
but that's just insane.
Welcome to our world.
Ugh, at least my hives are gone.
Where'd that smelly
At least they
forearmed
admitted that
guy
they live
go?
in a weird
I
world.
wanted to thank
I mean,
him.
they live in the caravan
let
at this
him
point
know.
in time.
Can you find your way back home?
So, where do you think Bugbrain crawled off to?
Only one way to exterminate a whole city.
Turn on the heat, Grandpa.
I mean, it's smart
freezing
to
in
put a
here.
facility
It's already on,
above.
Ben. But you're shaking like an earthquake. Gwen, get him another dose of my Sangju Yen Pian.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just finished it off.
Remedy.
Like holding a bug barbecue is our best option.
And I know just the chef.
I do love like their little science talk, especially when it's just like casual. Especially, I feel like it's a good feel.
Is that bad? No.
Always good.
I'm sure any time an alarm goes off inside a nuclear
Cherish the
plant,
moment.
it's good news.
Core temperature rising. Approaching critical.
He must be fooling around with the reactor's controls. Let's go.
The fact that no one's in this facility is what's concerning.
Meltdown imminent.
All the controls are smashed.
Not that he's messing
We'll have
around
to shut it
as
down
much.
manually.
How do we do that?
So obviously this is max knowledge.
Just outside the reactor.
That's a really cool transition. It's always interesting to see the potential of what other aliens would be like. Like this is the most.
Something's weird about
This is the coolest one by far.
We don't have time.
Most
for
iconic as well.
You guys shut down the reactor.
Because it's so diverse and different. The first time we see a freeze power in the series. And the first one we've seen in quite a while. I say quite a while and for good reason.
You can't escape us. That's it. Time to turn up the heat blast around here. Hey, what happened? You should be a bunch of briquettes by now. My cold, it froze my flames.
But if you freeze your flames, then how come he's still active?
Remember the old expression?
You can still see. You can still see that the heat blast effect. Especially his head flame still active. That's not gone anywhere. It's like Diamond Head, obviously a very diverse and different skill set. And what do you know? If it was actually Heat Blast, you'd wonder what the situation would be. How would you sort out a super cool thing? The fact that he is this, sort of like the Omnitrix set him up for the situation to deal with it.
Since when are you
Like
an
It's actually really cool though. Like the Omnitrix potentially could have been the one responsible for him giving Feed Blast, which froze it. Which is really cool.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I mean,
Core temperature falling. Returning to below critical limits.
Way to go,
close.
Ben.
Thanks. Now, can we please get some hot chocolate or something?
Bad guys on ice. The reactor's
That's Ben talking with hot chocolate, but like from Heat Blast perspective,
steam knocked out
when
the
you're hot
last
enough,
of my
but you're cold at the same
Don't you
time.
just love it when everything works out?
I wonder what would be like if an alien tried hot chocolate. That's
Sorry,
something.
Mr. Roach. This is going to hurt you a lot more than it's going to hurt me. Ugh. Ah! Company! Lots of company!
I've seen a German cockroach. They're actually not that bad. They're not annoying. They're small, but they exist. Actual big cockroaches, I've only seen once ever. 3 of them outside.
We didn't appreciate that.
Many years ago, like a decade ago. Never seen any since then. The German cockroaches are earlier this year.
Turn Mr.
Come and get it!
Yeah. So the Max is effectively the savior for getting this.
What's happening? Stop!
I would be absolutely frustrated just seeing this many bees.
Good.
That is
guy
Max
was
strength as well.
really starting to bug me.
Max
I'm calling the
is
police. I'll be
literally,
right back.
Oh no!
he is literally like a
Hey,
giant.
What do you know?
His fist
Everything
is at
really
least.
did work out after all.
See, I'd wonder, like, between this period, obviously we won't see when in that position. I mean, realistically, it shouldn't have any effect, but like, I wonder if there could be the possibility of Gwen being sick and her powers being affected. Or like, the only way that would ever happen, hypothetically, would be if she casted a spell and then she accidentally sneezed and said the wrong spell. So, yeah. The first thing I was going to talk about, like, how, like, the aliens and, like, they have different power sets. In terms of, like, from a DNA perspective, how does that work? Like, if an alien, like, well, because, like, you're transforming into an alien with a different DNA, and obviously a different set of the genes to make the alien the alien it is. So how do you transfer the same effect of a human effect into an alien? Do you do something genetically, or is it some sort of like, what type of transfer is it that causes this effect to be shared between his aliens? Is that the biggest question? It's still a mystery, because it's almost one of the, like, it's basically one of the least answered questions of the entire fandom when it comes to actual questions. Like, a lot of people speculate and answer a lot of different things, but this is like something that's just not talked about at all. And I feel like I have to try at least, because there has to be at some point someone talking about this, because or potentially there could be like a main fandom, like not even fandom, like maybe the potential actual people of the show might have answered it, but I don't think they have, and I wonder, like, is it a sort of transfer that the Omnitrix, because Ben has his own sentient mind. If you think about Grey Matter, for example, he has his sentient mindset that like, he realizes he's smart through Grey Matter's powers, but he equally acts like Ben, even in Grey Matter. Like, oh, I could have done this, oh, I could have done that sometimes. Like, we've seen that in a previous episode. And so, with that sort of transfer, you'd imagine the same sort of transfer would happen when he's sick. And, like, I wonder, though, because the sickness is slightly different to, like, knowledge and whatever being passed on. Because knowledge is obviously passed on through, obviously, the physical features that make up, like it passes through neurons and everything. Like, the brain is obviously, the human brain is different to the alien brains, but like, you're passing that knowledge on differently, and that's obviously different to be able to pass on sickness, which is obviously disease and is different way of transfer. Maybe potentially that's the thing. It could be a disease transfer that actually is saved within the system and transferred. That's my only answer I'm going to take, and I'm going to accept it, because I don't want to leave it unanswered, because that's an interesting concept. And I still haven't quite gotten in with the Grandpa Max's remedy. I still haven't quite got the name of it. So I wanna just quickly get the name. Sanguine Pien Remedy, I think it is. Yeah, I don't think we're going to find it. Why did it say Grandpa Max? Like Paul Ending's still alive. Okay. I don't quite think. And oh yeah, I found it. Sanju Bien Pien. Okay, that is it. Okay, yeah. Only one thing, I've literally forgotten the ratings. I don't know why I dropped out the rating here, but we'll do that, because like that should be like the first thing we should have done. The last episode I rated quite high, with the 9.4 range or something. This one is actually quite good, but it's probably still like the same level to the Climax. Especially, it doesn't really continue on, so it's probably going to be like a 9 point. I think I gave it like 9.3, And just because because the only thing that carries the episode really far is the ice heat blast, in my opinion. I absolutely still look at that one like beyond like that's one of the few things that stick out so far out when you look across the entire across all the series, and you want to look into delve into like random episodes, like randomly just delve into episodes, and not even like finale episodes. This is the go-to episode to look for like something like this, so unique and interesting, and just to think about. I really like it, and also the music and everything. It's such a relaxing setting, an interesting setting. So much detail behind it. I really do like it. So I think a 9.3 is what's deserved for this episode, and I do like it. Doesn't mean I don't like it at all, because I've said this before, and every 0.1 is a big difference, and it's because of those little things that make a big effect and certain things that stand up for me. So without further ado, we are going to the finale in the next episode, and I'll see you then. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Goodbye. Alright, everybody, we have the finale here. I just reacted to the previous episode, which was great, and it's a really good setup and a good feeling for this episode, which is like the big deal, the big ordeal, everything that, like, when I think of finales, I think of a big deal that makes it just like something that there's so many possibilities with a big finale that it's hard to like think about, and it's obviously a lot of pressure when you make it when your designers themselves making a finale like this. But the effort that they put in was really worth it, and obviously the finale is like peaks for Ben 10 especially. So any point at which they happen, it's like really good for like it's like any reactor, and just a great watch, because it's a very cumulative of the seasons, like all of the content that's happened in the season itself generally, and so it's overall just it's so fun to watch them anyways. So without further ado, we are here at the finale, doing what it needs to do, and I don't really want to get too delayed with it, because I want to delve into the episode and I want to get time to be able to react and say a lot at the end. So without further ado, let's get into the episode.
We're live on the scene of a high-speed police pursuit of an armored
High intensity already, I like this.
From the Federal Reserve in Denver. It is believed the thieves
It's a Denver location. You get this man. That's really cool. Cause that's like telekinesis, but with diamond. So like with Diamond. So I don't quite know what that would be described as. Diamond kinesis, something. That's hostage. He's got some insane gun. Unprecedented. How did he get access to that level?
Wait, what's this?
Diamond Head is legendary.
Yes, it looks like we have another
The same sort of screen. That is really cool, actually.
We don't know where these strange creatures come from, but they seem to be here to help.
See, how these broadcasts get publicly released?
Wasted on pointless heroics.
Shall I dispatch more drones
To Vulgax.
retrieve it?
No.
He's been watching all the time. He's been coasting around like an I have. But he's a lot more angry. This is like the big. This is the big deal, because this sets up everything.
Sure you weren't just looking in a mirror?
See, this is hard to understand how these transfers actually happen, because we've seen it physically happen through the alien equipment, which makes sense. The communication.
I'm coming for you now.
Change of plan. We're hitting the road right now.
Grandpa, it's 3 in the morning.
Best way to beat the traffic.
Yeah, I mean, it's called Secrets for a reason. The big deal is Max.
Grandpa, what's with the lead foot?
I want to make Mount Rushmore by nightfall.
I'm so bored. Let me play a game.
I would, but I think this will be a good lesson for you to learn how to entertain yourself.
That face, like, there are lots of goofy faces. That one goes quite high in the goofy list.
Pinpoint its location.
And he just looks like completely, like, in the shadow.
Hey, what gives?
Sorry, you are a loser. It always will be.
Ben, get out of my computer!
What? I'm just entertaining myself.
See, this is a setup to future episodes as well. see the setup.
We have lost the Omnitrix signal.
No matter. I've narrowed down its location. I know just how to draw this Earthling out.
Oh, I had the kitty in the picture as well. That was actually quite useful to see a lot of scenes that we don't often see of Ben 10 behind the scenes saving. That with Diamond Head being used there. And then this as well. See, this is like insane Vilgax level equipment. I love seeing this. This is like, this shows how amazing Vilgax's equipment is, to be honest.
What's going on over there?
I'm sure the local authorities have the situation well in hand.
I mean, this is insane. And look at the size of the thing. The hamster ball, like, basically just triple in size, as far as I'm aware.
Looks like it's hero time.
That's an insane explosion.
That's the best idea.
Time to turn up the heat blast on these guys.
And Ben doesn't listen, to be honest. Like, he is who he is, Ben, honestly. And Professor Paradox is here, he would know. I mean, Grandma Max stopped for him, so like, he's just kind of letting it happen, to be honest. And I mean, he's very confident, Ben is, at the moment. So when Ben is confident, normally it works out with a pretty good, in a pretty good way.
Oh man, I didn't mean all at once. Why do I get the feeling you were expecting me?
They don't quite shoot him either, which is quite strange as well. But these are really cool angles and shots that they take them. And look at that. Precision. Look at it leaks out. It's almost like he knew that. He just knew. The music. This music only used for big boy tracks.
You're the alien from my visions. At last we meet. The being that has caused me so much trouble.
This episode is like insane, honestly.
I am Vilgax, and I have come for the Omnitrix.
Like, look at that, like, it's kind of like a, look at the scale of power sort of situation with the villain just bodies in a short while.
Okay, this guy's really tough.
But it's really cool to see Ben. Look at the strength. Not underestimate.
I've got to slow him down.
Like Vilgax is badass in every way.
No, it can't be.
There we go. Look at that.
Not so tough when you.
That is what we're waiting for. The secrets I'm gonna reveal.
Ben, Grandpa says to get in now.
What are you talking about? I'm just about to kick alien butt.
See, that's what I mean. Like, that's the overcockiness. If you know it.
Get in.
And when you put Benjamin in the name, you know it's a big deal.
Believe me when I say you do not want to pick a fight with Vilgax.
How do you know his name is Vilgax?
Grandpa, what aren't you telling us?
It's a great setting, honestly.
This is not the time to explain. You're gonna have to trust me.
City freeways like this are kind of insane as well. And the Omnitrix is working in his favour, almost like Omnitrix wants him to do this as well. Yeah, what a track. There's some proper tracks in these Stinkfly. These drones are massive, but you know what? Stinkfly is legendary, so who cares? That was close as well. I don't know, Ben pulled that off.
Float like a butterfly.
Like, his position is insane. That's what makes you realize. And also, look at this. I don't understand this. Vilgax is heavy. So, Stinkfly being able to do this is also something. And then Vilgax being able to do it. Like, it's just one after another. Now, Vilgax just does this. Like, Stinkfly's gone already. And look, even Stinkfly's surprised. Like, it's just insane.
Where are we going? We have to help Ben!
We will, but first we'll need to get some special help.
Let me guess. At Mount Rushmore? Grandpa? You're really freaking me out.
And then this as well. Like, this is kind of insane. Like, like, I don't know how it makes an explosion.
I grow tired of this.
And obviously that's the first time we see someone do that.
How'd you do that?
A child? The Omnitrix is in the hands of a mere
He didn't see it from a child. He's seen that. So the aliens. He saw that someone was doing it for good, but not that child. The bioenergy feedback didn't do anything to him.
with your own DNA.
I don't suppose that means you're gonna let me go, does it?
Like, look at it. The way he acts in every way is just amazing. Like, Vilgax, I do understand why people say this is peak Vilgax, because he is insane. Like, he's not as strong. Like, relative to the situation, he's very strong in this situation. But obviously, we know he can become stronger. But it's his personality and design that basically carries the whole thing about him being amazing. And I have to agree. I give a lot of respect to the other Vilgaxes because they have their moments, especially in Ultimate Alien. He makes a better shift of changes during the night diagonal.
That's it! I am not taking another step until you tell me what's going on! Why aren't we helping Ben? What is this place, and how do you know about that alien guy who's after Ben?
Well, it's kind of complicated, but let's just say...
Look at that.
I wasn't exactly your normal plumber before I retired.
And that's where it begins. That's where we delve in. This is the point, which is what I love to see, because Max Law is so good. Vilgax language as well, that is.
Hey,
I
saved a lot of people by
This shot is very popular.
So ancient, so vast, it is beyond your feeble comprehension. Picture an entire army.
See, we get to see Vilgax's mindset in this.
Command of an Omnitrix, and all at my command.
So command and power is obviously Vilgax's main motivation in this. But obviously you want to manipulate the Omnitrix as well, which is something.
The universe, and the only thing standing between me and my destiny is you.
This weapon is keyed into Vilgax's
How nice of Vilgax to speak posh English and narrate so beautifully to Ben.
There's a small red
Ben is a kid after all, needs some entertainment.
Press it.
So this is also really cool. I love this so much. Like, this is so cool.
You navigate.
I love seeing Rust Bucket scenes. Absolutely legendary. And this, like, being able to press buttons, that'd be such a cool thing. Like, I wonder what that sort of thing device at the front is. It's clearly got some anti-gravity properties and some little attractive properties. So maybe something to do with like magnetic fields, gravitational fields, or whatever. But it's so cool. Whatever properties that extremely high level technology holds. As far as I'm aware, this gun itself is extremely high tech.
Grandpa?
The famous tech. Tennyson. See, what the only thing here is Max should have not dropped that gun.
This guy?
It's a long story.
And this is also quite interesting to see such transformations.
The power surge must have affected the watch.
That's great. The Omnitrix did that in his favour as well. It's really cool though, honestly.
A little alien know-how and the toaster is toast.
Just drawing messing around like that. It's very animated and cartoonish, but I like the exaggeration.
Try picking on someone your own size.
And look at this. Gwen's always making faces, even in the worst of situations. Before it's accelerating upwards, now it's kind of drifting back downwards.
Got to get the ship under control.
Yeah, Max just said it himself.
He can fly a spaceship?
At this point, nothing surprises me.
What a scene that is.
Tennyson, as you can see, I'm much stronger than in our last encounter.
Last encounter as well. Also, that's really cool. Upgrade just phased like that. We know he's got like electricity, like manipulation, like he can go through like holes. And he's got this parachute ability as well. Upgrade is really cool in his identity and like the things he can do. But I mean, like.
Sometimes I hate this one.
Someone said that. Someone took that clip and just said Ripjaws is useless, and they took no consideration of Ripjaws' his potential in any, all the series combined, everything he can potentially do, and then they just use this one clip to criticize Ripjaws. Do not criticize Ripjaws. I'll tell you that now. I'm not going to expose them, but they do deserve to learn the lessons.
Planning on it. Peekaboo.
That's a really cool shot as well. But if you look at that, it just...
I'm gonna feel that tomorrow.
For you, there is no tomorrow.
Like, look at this. Like, look at that. That is actually really impressive though, not gonna lie. Like,
You can't escape me.
how his reflex is so fast and everything. It's insane.
Oh man, guess I should have seen that coming.
This is when Diamond Head, this is the first Team Diamond Head, where you're completely obliterated.
Yes. Sometimes.
I've seen the ink tank adjustment to that scene. That ship is awfully close.
Better hang on to something. This may get a little bumpy.
I mean, the Rustback is invincible at this point as well. I love seeing all the properties in Rustback. Look at that.
Grandpa? Gwen? No.
Did he concuss him or something? Like, he's considered a Vulgax the way he said that. No, don't go in there.
Why would I? The auto-destruct launch sequence has been initiated.
This is Vulgax getting a bit finicky over his problems.
Guess it runs in the family.
Commencing self-destruct launch.
It's sad to see like Vilgax being stopped in his own problems. He never really truly gets beaten by a fist fight in the classic, but through his own problems he really gets messed up. And we learned that throughout. That transformation was amazing, by the way. That's like one of the best transformations I've ever seen for an alien, not gonna lie.
Need to talk.
And so we see the ship in pieces as well. But this episode is actually kind of goosebumps, not gonna lie. And it's okay. The rating has to go. Like we had 9.6, which was the Hex episode. I'm pretty sure was 9.6. This, I'd say, is about the same. I wouldn't force beyond that, because then I feel like I'm overdoing, like, basically, because like if I look at the other episode and look at this one, I don't feel like it would be right for me, because like that episode had so many details and so many potential things that I want to look at and would rewatch anyways to see those aspects and just enjoy a moment for everything that I want to look at, that I kept talking about in the episode. And it's the same here, and I feel like this episode doesn't offer any like exceptionally beyond part that I rewatch, like beyond what the Hex episode showed, which obviously got the 9.6. So there is no reason for it to get like a 9 beyond 9.6, because as I say, every 0.1 difference is a pretty big difference. So by doing that, this episode doesn't offer enough of a 0.1 difference to make sense. Like it offers a lot and a 9.6, but it doesn't offer enough for 9.7. It doesn't obviously downgrade the episode in any way, because it's literally like the peak of all the episodes alongside the Hex episode. And like, to actually delve into the episode itself, the best part for me, when I look back at this, like, but when I was younger, the best part was just seeing Vilgax the first time and just seeing how wrecked Ben got and the scale of the events, and like it being like an all-out war. I liked seeing that with all the fighting and everything. Now it's more about the Rust Bucket when I look at it. And obviously it changes over time, but like I have to say, the Rust Bucket fascinates me, because we've seen it get a global map, or like a really high three-dimensional map. We've seen it be able to obtain some sort of like tractor, magnetic field manipulator, some sort of anti-gravity, something that makes it fly. Maybe just the boosters, actually, to be honest, just front boosters, actually. It could just be, I'm just very confused from the way, the green glow it had, but we had that. We had, like, we basically have an indestructibility, because it's able to run through Vilgax's ship without destroying itself, which is also quite, like, extremely impressive. I mean, well, you say it's indestructible because it gets destroyed by Vilgax later, but like it has some specific properties that are like good against other surfaces, like other than Vilgax. I mean, it's kind of confusing, but that indestructibility kind of just counts as a general passive property that exists. And we have, it's just super fast, and there's more potential for it to come. Like what I love about the RV is like its own Omnitrix, like Max's Omnitrix, like this Max's Arsenal, is the way I could see it. Is it's a huge potential, and it honestly inspires me to get one as well, because honestly, an RV is such a beautiful. It's a beautiful like advertisement, but from this, honestly, this makes me want to get one. And talking about like that, Max itself, he revealed his plumber. He showed his new arsenal weapons. He went to the plumber base, which no one was there, which is actually a very big question. Retirees or anything, no one, just him. And he found the perfect spot, went down below. It's obviously hard to grasp that this is quite the same thing that will transform and be active in Omniverse and be the same sort of plumber base. But you gotta accept it as it is for now. I don't quite think this is the same one, but I think this is like a general like base is, because they plot around different locations. I'm not sure if this is the same one, but I feel like it should be, because it's Mount Rushmore. I'm pretty sure this is the main one. I don't quite get it though. Then where would the Max's Plumbing shop and the toilet where in Omniverse? But I mean, that's the whole thing itself. But like how would that correlate here? But I mean, like, I have too many questions whenever I think about a specific question. That's very specific like that. But apart from that, we get to see the prime flex that everyone talks about, and it's a whole conversation that I don't want to talk about on purpose, because we haven't got the ability to compare, because we haven't seen Alien Force Vilgax, and truly we haven't seen the other Vilgaxes yet, like either. We know like a lot of people bring the lows to Vilgax because of the Alien Force version of him, and I get that. I mean, his strength is clearly beyond, but the way he represented is nowhere near the same. So I feel for people who just don't accept Vilgax the same way. But yeah, this was an adventure in basically every way, and it's 100% rewatchable. And I think people should watch this as a fandom member, or not a non-fandom member. Which the most ideal thing is to get a non-fandom, and for them to get a reaction on it. But as for now, hope you guys put like in the comment section below, tell me about this episode. And without further ado, I have to release some episodes and everything. So without further ado, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.